Happy Friday, everyone. I'm Stella Chung, filling in for Akeem with your fix of entertainment news. A bunch of subtle changes were made to Across the Spider-Verse for its digital release, and fans are not happy. Contrary to Gal Gadot's earlier comments, Wonder Woman 3 is not part of James Gunn's new DCU, and Pedro Pascal was turned away from an art exhibition about himself. Let's do this. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is now available to buy or rent on digital, but fans have noticed it's not quite the version shown in theaters, and a handful of lines of dialogue have been cut for its digital home release. Social media platform formerly known as Twitter, user @ChrisAG writes, has a thread detailing individual changes which is currently at 21 posts and counting. The changes noted range from the addition or removal of text boxes on screen, slightly different shading and outlines on characters, changes to music, and most notably, different dialogue. Without getting too spoilery for anyone who hasn't seen it, the two changes that have the most people annoyed are two lines of dialogue that were cut. Previously, one major scene in the film had Miles capping off a pivotal line with "Sorry man, I'm going home," which has since been completely cut out. There's a case to be made that cutting this line gives the overall statement more dramatic punch, but on the other hand, the almost casual "Sorry man, I'm going home" emphasizes Miles' humanity over her superheroism. Meanwhile, in a scene where Gwen is rushing to Miles' rescue, she previously uttered a few lines implying how worried about him she was, but those lines have been cut from the digital version for whatever reason. When Across the Spider-Verse was in theaters, slightly different cuts were shown. There were some issues with the audio mix in the first one sent to theaters, and when fixed versions were sent out, sharp-eyed viewers spotted some very subtle changes made to other scenes. Considering this is a movie about an infinite number of alternate realities, this could be seen as some sort of meta-commentary by the animators, but it seems a lot like fans feel more like they're being gaslit. There's no word from the Sony Pictures Animation on the reason for these changes or if the eventual Blu-ray release will feature the original theatrical cut, but it's an interesting example of how a final cut isn't always final in the age of digital media. Speaking of inconsistent superhero statements, it sounds like Wonder Woman 3's place in the new DCU is not as certain as its star seems to think. Previously, in an interview with comicbook.com, Gal Gadot stated that she loved playing Wonder Woman and that, from what I heard from James and from Peter, is that we're going to develop a Wonder Woman 3 together. According to Variety, inside sources claim James Gunn and Peter Safran do not have any plans currently to develop a Wonder Woman project beyond the live-action series Paradise Lost, which will take place in the superheroine's birthplace, Themyscira. So basically, until we wrap a magic lasso around all parties involved and get some honest answers, the chance of whether or not we'll see a Wonder Woman 3 anytime soon are about as good as whether or not you can see Wonder Woman's jet. You know, the one that's invisible most of the time. It's a funny joke. Speaking of Wonder Woman stars, the actor who played the sequel's villain, Maxwell Lord, or Pedro Pascal, recently tried to attend an art exhibition about himself, and anticlimactic hilarity ensued. Artist Heidi Gentle-Burrell currently has a showing on display at the Rhodes Gallery in Margate, England, titled ADHD Hyperfixation and Why It Looks Like I Love Pedro Pascal, which unsurprisingly involves a ton of fan art of the Chilean actor and TikTok sex symbol. When Pascal stopped by to make a surprise appearance, he discovered that the gallery was closed on Sundays and had to settle with posting a selfie outside. Understandably, the gallery's co-owner Jacide Rhodes, Rob, was mortified and told the BBC she would send him a gift to apologize. So yeah, if you're wondering what A-list actors have going on while half of Hollywood is on strike, or what kind of entertainment news we have to report on, there you go. We'll keep you posted on this very serious story as it develops. Well, that was your entertainment fix for today, August 11th, and happy Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next week.